Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't even know if anyone's in at this point yet. However, I'm hoping that I can see on my back end. All right. Oh. Okay, I've transitioned. It should come up in a second. Sorry, folks. Obviously, this is a whole new setup as I am in a foreign country doing this on a new computer, and usually I have multiples of screens, but right now all I have is this screen and the TV behind me, which is where I'm running my stream setup. So, welcome to Vienna. Once I get some more people in here, I will. Okay, cool. I can hear myself. Once I get more people in here, I will show you around because I have a lovely view, like of the city right behind me, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna hop right in. You know, why not? So yeah, let's get this going. I will say, you know what I'll do? I'll pull up my phone. I'll have my stream on the phone, and I can answer comments from there because I will not be able to. I will not be able to see the comments from this side, but that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, cool. Test again. And now we're just gonna fire it off. Let's do it. All right. We got the Open RCT 5.0 update. Well, I think it's 0.050. Man, let me just lower the volume a little bit so it doesn't bleed. All right. And let's transfer. That work? Think so. All right. Think we're good. Welcome to OpenRCT2 version 0.5.0. There's some very exciting stuff that's been added here. Also, I have no idea how this is going to go. I know it's 8:30 European time, and it is 2:30, and usually I do these streams like late Eastern time. So who knows? Maybe not a lot of people will show up, but I'm trying to work with my schedule too. I have die Zwettler Zwickel Naturlube gebraut in Wildviertel Private Brauerei Zwettl, which I think is Austrian. And it's quite good. I got a couple of these, and I can't wait to do a number on them. So, also, I have some info about my upcoming Euro trips, because in the next 2 months, I have, like, 3 different kind of crazy trips, so I'm pretty excited about that. So, we'll get into that. Let's see. Also, I've made my OpenRCT2 German to try and get me to learn German. So I hope you enjoy German OpenRCT. How do I own all the land? Alles Land besitzen. Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna kind of play around with this. We don't really need to beat the goal. Well, I can look at the goal, see if I can even understand the goal. Okay, at least 1,500 park guests by October year 4, and a park rating of at least 600 you have. Cool, that makes sense. So it's Crazy Castle, so why don't we make it a little crazy? I don't want to speichern my Spiel yet. I want to do object selection and get some more fun coasters on this list. Why don't we do the Einscheine Achterbahn? The Fliegende Achterbahn. The LSM. Well, do we have a Holz Achterbahn? Yes, we do. Where's the LSM? There's the LSM. Got a corkscrew. We got the Schwarzkopf. We got the Mini Achterbahn. We got the Schwingende Hängebahn. Spiral Octobahn, Stahl Twister. No, I actually. Oh, the hybrid. That's what I was looking for. Hybrid Octobahn. Gotta build a few clone coasters. Crowley, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll put one right in just for you. There was something else I wanted to add. Oh, no, I did the LSM. Yeah. How we doing, Crowley? Welcome. I'm starting to think this 2:30 p.m. Eastern time stream thing isn't the best, but I thought that maybe people would want to screw around at work. So I was like, oh, I'll just do this. We'll put a boomerang next to a boomerang. Fuck, what's... Okay. Forschungsstatus ignorieren. Thankfully, I know ignore research status because I am, in fact, a researcher. This is a really fun game to speedrun. If you want to speedrun it, the best coaster in the game for speedrunning is the micro corkscrew, which is literally just this. And the people will love the micro corkscrew. Now we gotta launch it and make sure that I'm trying to... It's a good challenge to myself to try and learn Deutsch. I'll give myself that. Okay. Ein Zug, zwei Wagen pro Zug. Let's see if it... Yep. That's it. 4.0, 4.31, 1.60. The people are gonna eat this shit up. Just so you're aware. Yeah, probably, but I didn't feel like staying up till 2 in the morning. Maybe in the future I have to stay up till 2 in the morning to do these things, and in that case, whatever, or I'll do like a Sunday stream or something. IDK. I'm just gonna roll because I'm just playing Roller Coaster Tycoon and drinking fancy Austrian beer, so I can't really complain. Alright. So now we should have people coming in. People just streaming in to fart on the roller coaster. Right now, 0 people are farting on the roller coaster. But soon we will have a couple people fart on the roller coaster. What else can we do for clones? I do have an SLC. Behold, generic Vekoma SLC. I think I'm not going to get... Yeah, probably Sundays, but I'll be doing things on Sunday, which I will talk about if more people show up. So, I will be in a different country on Sunday, riding roller coasters, so... Beautiful generic Vekoma SLC. Again, it's fine. This is literally just what I would do on this night anyway, so... Might as well push it out to the world. See how many people have shown up for the micro corkscrew? They love it. They love it. They love this little piece of garbage. I made the colors of the generic SLC to match Professor Screamore. May it rest in peace. How's the sound quality, by the way, Crowley? Because I have not hooked up my microphone yet, and I'm just using the built-in microphone from the Burgerladen. I'm using the built-in microphone from my webcam, which actually I think sounds better than I was expecting. I need to buy more audio cable. There's a lot of random things that you just like, don't realize you need when you move across the world. Need new audio cable, need a new mic stand. Need a second monitor, but currently I'm waiting to get a table. I'm currently using my dinner table as my computer table, which is not very good for my back, because my back kind of hurts, but oh well. What else I gotta do? I was gonna do a Schwarzkopf shuttle loop. Just Billy and the Clonosaurus over here. We'll build turbine at Wallaby, whatever the hell it's called. Oh, look at that. Nope. Oh, I don't have enough money. Boom. I'm not going to get on turbine anytime in the near future, but I'm sure sometime during this summer I will get on turbine. And whoever did this, I don't know if this is like in the game. I guess it is. Because then they have Wallaby Belgium in the game, yeah. So like, this is a very well done reconstruction, I gotta say, of the Schwarzkopf shuttle loop. So I will bump up the price on that. Oh my god. Forget, you gotta do the comma instead of the Punkt. Because of the Deutsch, because of the German. Alright, so now we got 3 clones. I wonder which the most popular coaster is so far. Granted, we don't have a lot of people. The generic Vekoma SLC is too intense for me. That tracks. This park is really clean and tidy. Thank you. I'm not hungry. The micro corkscrew was grossartig. I don't know what that means. I guess good value? Does that mean good value? Does that mean I could charge more? Eine tolle Landschaft? Yeah, IDK. If it makes you feel any better, folks, I understand maybe 40% of what is, like 50% of what's on the screen. It's a challenge for me and myself. I could play this game with my eyes closed, so it's kind of like a good thing to do. I'm just gonna look up popularity stats. Popularity. Okay, the SLC is a popularity of 24%. Wow, people don't like the SLC. You know what? I like SLCs, even if the rest of the world hates them. I like SLCs. I'm gonna build a log flume because these goddamn peeps just are obsessed with log flumes. So I'm just gonna do that. If anyone has suggestions for things for me to build, as always, throw it in the comments. I'm here for your entertainment and my own. And also trying to establish more of a streaming presence again. It's been a little while. Things have been happening in my life, obviously, which I will get into more as we continue. But people are starting to show, which is cool. Say hello in the comments, and I will hello back. Maybe. Don't mind me. This is just. Can I go links? Yeah, I can go links. Links is left. Rex is right. See, today is Learn German with Thomas. That means it's too high. That's probably pretty aggressive for a log flume, but like... We're gonna have to say build the train. That is a reasonable choice, and I will get to building the train after this. This should have the train. If not, I can add the train. Der Zug. But if you want to know how to win Roller Coaster Tycoon really quick, build a bunch of log flumes. They adore them. Damn, I burned through my momentum way quicker than I thought. I guess it's because I... guess it's because I made this big drop that I shouldn't have. Not very realistic of me. Okay, there we go. Gonna have to do some terrain manipulation. 30, 45, 75. Okay, yeah. You should get a good drop off of this. Ooh, ooh, I'll make the drop plunge into the hill. That sounds cool. I like that idea. Man. Oh, man. Yeah. There we go. Enjoy your fart photo. The German word for ride or, you know, like journey by vehicle. So like, you know, journey by train. We'll do the switch track just to make things a little spicier. But yeah, the German word for travel by vehicle is fart. I hope you all enjoy that fun fact. I still find it funny. It does give me a sensible chuckle every time I go past the rental bikes in Vienna and they say the word fart on them, and I'm like, ha 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 ha. Fart. It's funny because it's the word fart. Okay, cool. Dort ist unsere Wildwasserbahn, yeah. Wild Waterbahn. That's a fun one. If there are other people in this stream, feel free to say hi. I will not bite. I promise. All right. Improve upon Dollywood's simple railroad. Have you been to Dollywood, Crowley? I know you guys went down to... Wow, that's a lot of boots. I know you guys went down to that area at some point. But I don't think you went to Dollywood, did you? Great place. Okay, we'll let the Wildwasserbahn test. We got 203 guests in the park now. And let's see, which one's the most popular? The Micro Corkscrew is a popularity of 100%. The SLC is up to 76, which is not bad, and Turbine is 92, but apparently some people don't like it. But the Micro Corkscrew is cleaning house. People love it. Look, that guy just walked right back on. Klaus, or whatever the hell his name is. I hope they give him German names. We'll find out. Come on, buddy, board. Where'd he go? They disappear? We got Ted, not a very German name. Katharina, kind of German. Norma, I don't think they changed the names. Danielle, no, I don't think they changed the names at all. Oh well. We'll make them ourselves. This guy will be Klaus. This guy will be Vienna. This guy will be... Trying to think of a very German name. Ulrich. Hello, slow day at work, so watching the stream. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping people would be bored at work and just would go to watch the stream. This was a grand experiment, but I've learned after enough of these streams that I just gotta keep going and then people show up eventually, and if I stop, then... Wow, these are complicated. I'm just gonna put all of them. Who coded in a diesel multiple unit? Who coded in the what? I don't know where these all came from. Probably some scenarios that I downloaded. How about some Subaru Impreza? Put on some slicks and it's track day, bro. Okay, I gotta try that. I just gotta see what it looks like. Okay, we can't do Adolf. I think I'll be banned from the stream if I name it Adolf. I just gotta see what the Subarus look like. Honestly, Austria, pretty great. The only thing is that I don't know enough German, which is very annoying. Okay, we have the Subaru Impreza. Let's see how it goes. It's not very fast. Also, it looks nothing like a Subaru Impreza. Maybe if I make it blue and yellow. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. I see it. I see it. I see it. Well, the fun thing about Austria is you learn so quickly that, like, the Germans just have, you know, a lot of the words associated with the Reich are just words that were, like, used from Germany. So, you know, for example, the word Reich. Like, the Austrian word for Austria is Österreich, which just means the Eastern Kingdom, and Reich just means kingdom. So the Third Reich is like the Third Kingdom. Like France is Frankreich, so they just use the word Reich regularly, which always throws me off. Like the hose connection in my building is called the Schlauchanschluss, which always throws me off because, you know, the word Anschluss has a specific association in, oh my god, they coded in grade crossings? That's amazing. I did not know that, actually. That's really cool. We're on version 0.5, folks. We're on version 0.5. That's pretty impressive. The OpenRCT2 devs are awesome, and I have the utmost respect for them. Dolly wishes she had this form of efficient public transport. 9. Let's go there. And then we can put the station right in the middle. That's perfect. Look at that. What happens when the pedestrians walk across the grade crossing? Do they just, like, perish? I guess that's something for us to find out in the very near future. Look at that. That's, like, perfect. That's perfect. Oh yeah, Wildwasserbahn should be ready to go. So let's start making a ton of money. How much would you all pay for your fart photo? Would you pay 20 bucks for your fart photo? Or is that just me? Personally, I would pay 20 bucks for a fart photo. Right, it's Effnen. Damn, I kind of built myself into a corner here, haven't I? No, that's okay. We're going underground. In the Underground Railroad. God damn it. No, still? Alright. That's fine. Yeah. That works. Now we gotta get back up to here. Then we're done. It's efficient railroad. This is gonna go very slow up this hill, but I'm just gonna deal with that. That's fine. Oh my god. So my one complaint about the train on this is that it's just so achingly slow. Maybe I'll just do this, and then, yeah, that'll be better with the speed. All right, let's make some stops. And some Eingangs and Ausgangs, entrances and exits. For those who can't use the context clues. So there's a thing with the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 design, apparently. If you make a transport ride free, like, guests will never refuse to ride it. Which I think is pretty cool, so we will make it free so that people ride it. This is the main square. We'll just have it come down from there. So if you're curious about the beer situation in Austria, I can confirm that it's pretty good. The selection's more limited than I was expecting, though, which is, like, Kind of surprising. You get like 5 good to great beers instead of like 20 beers, some of which are utter crap and some of which are like really solid. I kind of miss a little of the choice that you get in America, but like also, you know, I can't complain too much. It's good beer. That's a really long queue, but I think we're good. I did that in one game, fully underground. Hey, people in Penn Station survived. Do we do the regular Suga, the American Suga, the Suga mit Wagens, or the Subaru? It's track day, bro. No, I'm gonna say uncovered wagons, and we'll do. We'll do 5. Seems right. Yeah, 5 seems right. Are we all coming in from America here, by the way? Are we, is there anyone from a more exotic locale, like where I'm coming from right here? Yeah, exactly. Like, you'd be surprised at how many people, like, get offended or whatever when I look at the beer menu and I just want to be like, well, I want to order a specific beer, maybe. I just don't want whatever random beer you have. I mean, most of the time when you do get a beer, it's just like, yeah, it's just solid and good. But sometimes I'm in the mood for something specific. So this is a Zwickel from Svettler, which I believe is an Austrian brewery. Either Austrian or German. But it doesn't say here. Oh no, it is Austrian. Yeah, it's an Austrian beer, and Zwickels are like the unfiltered beers, which you can get really fresh here because they just make them. They do skunk really quickly though, so you have to drink them quick. And this one's on the verge of kind of skunking, sort of, but it's good. Anyways, I will be in Europa Park very soon, and I hear they have a very good beer hall there. So I'm curious to see how that stacks up to like actual beer halls, and like the beer halls that I've been to at other theme parks. I'm assuming it'll be pretty good compared to other theme parks because it's like Germany. So just look how slow the train crawls. Drives me nuts. Oh, you can do shuttle mode, too. Alright, cool. It's not very exciting, which is not surprising. I will make it free, and we will have fun. It's fun to be an American over here because, well, one, just everyone constantly asks me about American politics. That part's not fun. But there's a little novelty to me being an American, like my whole life just in America, and like, yeah, everyone's like you. Everyone's doing the same thing as you. Everyone's from the same place as you. Versus here, it's like, whenever I hear someone speaking English with an American accent, ooh, I bet the Spätzle will be pretty good. But I gotta say, I've had some bomb Spätzle here, as you could probably imagine. The food has been very good. It is not healthy, though. I thought that I was gonna, like, come to Europe and, eat a little healthier, maybe lose some weight. That is not happening. It's just so much fried food. And it's delicious, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I don't get how everyone is so, well, people stay healthy because they do so much exercise. Oh my God, as an American, it's like crazy to me. They like bike like hundreds of miles or like run marathons on a Tuesday. And I'm just like, bro, I'm just trying to survive here. Like, I can't keep up with that level of, Alright, I'm going with Dragonfire style, yeah? Dragonfire style? And make it Dragonfire style. Well, the supports were, like, white, right? Gray, gray. White, white. Uh-oh. Yes. The bread is way better. I agree with that. The funny thing is, I brought my coworkers some Laffy Taffy because I'm like, what is the funniest, like, most American candy I could possibly think of? And so I decided on Laffy Taffy. And the horror in their faces as they all ate it was just so funny. Because they open up the wrapper and they're like, how is it so bright? These are not real colors. These colors shouldn't be allowed. And then they taste it and they're like, that's artificial. I'm like, yeah. So next time I need to, I don't know. I will, we'll get the free rides on the train because they're already free. The giant gummy worm. Yeah, I need something to upstage the Laffy Taffy. So I was thinking if I go back to Philly, I'll go to Chocolate Worlds. I'll get that like 5-pound Hershey bar or some 5-pound chocolate bar. Or I will get some like, you do get gummies here though, because like Haribo, whatchamacallit, Haribo is in Deutschland, so that's not exactly that's not exactly a uncommon thing. If I go Drakenfire though, you want to like kind of preserve the maybe I don't. That's gonna stall out. We get a medium half loop maybe. So the Mittelhalbschreiber. Look at all these parts. Like, it's crazy how many parts the OpenRCT2 devs have put in. Shout out to, like, this latest update, they put in quarter helixes. Like, look at this stuff. These only used to be on, like, 2 coasters, and now you can get, like... That's amazing. Shout out to these devs. I mean, they've had Hershey's chocolate, though, because they've, you can get Hershey's over here. There's certain things you can get and there's certain things you can't get. You can get like Twix, you can get Kit Kats, you can get Hershey. There's just like random stuff like that, but like the really like processed disgusting candy is the stuff that you can't get over here. And to be honest, I don't really miss it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We got a cobra roll over the water. Now I'll do like a cliche. I need to like rack my brain to determine what these words mean. We'll do a doppel loop, and then I guess it's probably time to go do a doppel loop with a photo in the middle to space it out a little bit. Or you know what I'll do? I'll go left. Links. Now, we want to head around, or I think this could be too tall. I think it's gonna stall out. But we gotta get over the wall again. Are we gonna make it back over the wall? Okay, we got 10 feet to play with. That is not much. Why don't I just go up this way? And then... No, it's gonna be too hot. That might work. But then I have to get over... We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this works. Ah, look at that. Look at that train holler. Feel it in your bones, Crowley. Damn it. We're not gonna make it. Oh, I know what we do. We go through. Another tunnel. The big tunnel scenario. I must say. Go down a little bit more. Yeah, look at that. And then we explode onto the scene with this great airtime hill. Now we do 2 corkscrews because that's what you do. Oh no! We've hit the SLC. What do we do? We go over the station? Maybe. Is it clear? No. Is it clear? Sorry, I mean, I keep, oh yeah, there we go, that works. I keep, auto-completing, like, my brain goes to where the corkscrew used to be, but it's different now because, they added in those spirals. Great. Great news. Actually, I should go up to 50, and then I can do a helix down. With the Virtual Spiral, yeah? Yeah, das Virtual Spiral, yeah. Look at that beautiful hang time. That's lovely. I'm a fan of it. I think we did pretty well here. By we, I mean I. Because I did all of this. Because I ain't letting you mess with my arrow. Yeah, fuck you with your footpath. Come on. Yeah. Ah, that doesn't work. Okay, great. I deleted the path for nothing. Alright, we're not going to do anything fancy. We're just... What the hell did I just do? We're not going to do anything fancy here. I'm just going to complete the circuit, add some block bremsen. I realized that I overdid 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This is very good beer. Just putting that out there. Vienna's not known for their beer, though. They're a big wine town, so instead of like beer halls, we have these things called Heuriges, which are basically beer halls for wine. And there are like these old places where a lot of the time, I wonder, and I'm just not going to risk it. A lot of the time, like these wineries would be in the forests, like right outside of the city, which is like right to the left of me. Like I can be in the forest in like 10 minutes. And they would have wineries in the forest. They would bring the wine into the city, and then they would sell them at these Heuriges. So it'd be like fresh wine, literally from, you know, a few minutes away. A lot of these places are still around. Some of them are actually owned still by the wineries, and some of them are just like kind of their own thing. But I've been to a couple of them because there's a couple of them in Ottakring, which is my district that I live in, and oh my god, it was the best schnitzel I've ever had. It was incredible wine, like incredible potato salad. Like the food was just out of this world. Highly recommend if you ever come to Vienna, go to a Heurige or 3. I can provide you recommendations if you ever happen to be in the area. I know it's not much of a thuzy destination. I mean, there's Prater, but that park kind of sucks. But it's a good city to visit for reasons other than riding roller coasters. There's a lot of cool stuff here, I like to think. And I'm not just confirmation biasing myself into liking this city. I like to think that I enjoy it. Oh, we're definitely going to block check. We're so going to block check. This also might be too intense, yeah. We're block checking. We're block checking so hard. It's gestoppt on the Blockbremsen. Damn. We'll try that again. How'd the train doing? We got 46 on the ride, and we got 2,184 riders per hour. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Geschwindigkeit. That is a word that I do not know. They abfart from the station. I have a friend at BGW today. and I was sad thinking about Dragonfire. And what could have been? Oh, I forgot to put a photo section in, didn't I? And also still gonna be gestopped at the Blockbrensen, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do this the really cheap way. I have no qualms about it. Here. There's your on-ride photo section. Actually, I like... No, I gotta keep this... I'm gonna keep this... What is a Kekslotted? I don't even know what a Kekslotted is. What is a Kekslotted? Oh, there's Kekslotted. It's the... oh, like the cake? Those, like, funnel cakes things, I think? Yeah, it's an anticipation photo. They're ready to hear the glorious sounds of an arrow lift hill. That's what I'm here for. Alright, I think that'll work, though. This totally doesn't matter. I could just have it stop on the block breaks, or I could just time it, but I like to have it so that they just roll through the blocks, because El Toro Ryan has gotten to me one too many times. Look at that! Perfect! It's beautiful! Oh, hang time. Look at that hang time. Maybe a little unrealistic with the hang time, but I don't care. I like it. Here we go. What's a dragon fire type? I guess Mega Charizard X, right? No. Why? No, Mega Charizard X. One of the Charizards is a dragon fire. So. So look at it go. Look at it go. 2 miles an hour through the corkscrews. This is in tribute to my former love, Anaconda. May we never forget how they took it away from us. Oh, it's got pretty good stats, actually. Hell yeah. Alright, Mega Charizard X. Once the rain stops, which I forget what the word for rain is. Generic Vekoma SLC broke down. It's good now. What is the... Look at all these words. You think I know what any of these words mean? It's rough. It's rough out there. I'm trying to lower the inspection intervals. I should probably hire more mechanics. I said at the beginning I wasn't going to worry about beating the scenario, but I always try to beat the scenario. I'm too competitive. My competitiveness is what brought me to Austria in the first place. I could have just settled for some industry job in America, but no. Why would I do that when I could travel 5,000 miles away and live in an incredible place? Actually, it's pretty good. Pretty good trade-off. All right, I'm gonna make a Woody. I'm thinking like kind of like Thunderbolt style, like you have it like run through. Can I get it? Can I get it through? Again, I'm happy to take any suggestions for, uh-oh. Well, that kind of ruins it. Let's try it this side. I'm happy to take suggestions for rides to make. I'm just kind of rolling with this for now. You know, I do have a whole PowerPoint presentation available for going over my future coaster plans, which I'm holding off on until we get more people. But if more people don't show up, I will just eventually show it. Then probably release it as a separate video for easy content, because, you know. How is this? No. I gotta find the one with the, yellow on it. Damn. Where is it? Ah, there we go. We'll add a little cross, because Jesus Jesus is king or something. Yeah, we love Jesus here. Shout out to the Pope. Big Pope guy. He went to my college. Big Pope guy. Okay. This, I think, will be fun. Little tribute to Kennywood's own Thunderbolt. A classic of the genre. Yeah. The little trenches. And then just like a laterally turn. Do like one more airtime hill. And then up as it goes. And now we're back. Yeah. I am going to miss Kennywood. I was thinking about that the other day, because I'm like, damn, no Phantom this year. I mean, maybe. Unlikely, but not impossible, but unlikely that I get Phantom this year, which is a shame, because I do love me some Phantom. I'll go like this, and I'll go like that. Can I keep it in? I can keep it in. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of Geld. Damn. I could do two things. I could cheat my way. Yeah, just gonna cheat it. There we go. We got more money. I wish the real world worked like that. Oh, I guess the Woody doesn't have the quarter spirals. That's a shame because I legitimately wanted to use one there. But oh well. Alright, so we have that little thing, and now we have the big drop, which I don't think it's going to make that. Okay, mid-course. Yeah, just like T-Bolt. Look at that. Look at that. Except, don't like the height. Don't like the height. I need more height. I do this. Yeah, it's a little better. Or I do. Yeah. I hope this is somewhat entertaining. Alright, cool. Boom! Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Does that bring us to 55? Oh, lovely. Lovely. Now we just gotta get back. Oh, I have a problem, though. It's not a problem if I go underground again. Yeah, is this gonna get rid of it? No! Nice! I'm making this so complicated. I'm like, where am I even going? Oh, God. Okay, okay, okay. Alright. I see where I'm going. Oh no, Mega Charizard X is in the way. Damn. Can't believe Mega Charizard X would block me like this. We're coasting the planet. Alright, how many Austrian coasters have you ridden so far? First off, willkommen to the stream. Danke für being here. Yeah, whatever the word is for that. So far, I have ridden at Prater the... Oh, God, what is it? The Volare was my first credit of both Austria and of 2026, which kind of sucked. For some reason, like, my family came over to, like, help me move, which I appreciated. And we went to the Prater, and my dad really wanted to ride the Volare for whatever reason. And I'm like, can we ride anything else? This ride sucks. And he's like, That's a lie, actually. I was like, okay, it'd be really funny if we rode the Volare. So we rode the Volare. My mom smartly stood by the side and just watched us suffer. Yeah, it sucked. So that was my first credit of the year, which was just quite the experience. Since then, well, actually, I got some of the credits before. So I got Vienna looping, and I got Gesende So when I visited in November for my job interview. And then since then, I also got another. Oh, I got the boomerang. They have a lap bar boomerang with like a metal lap bar, and it actually rules. I can't believe how good it is. Like, it's a weird sensation because you're used to like being held up with the vests or the over the shoulder as you're going up that hill. But when you have just the lap bar, you're like literally folding over the lap bar as you go like up that hill backwards. And obviously it's way more comfortable. So I'm a fan of the lap bar boomerang. I think there's one more. I'm blanking. I don't have the Brakeman coaster yet, which I want to get. I don't have like the clones because I don't want to go spend a bunch of money on the clones. I'm sure at some point I'll get them just out of sheer boredom. But I did get Black Mamba. I've been on Black Mamba like 3 times, and that rules. I love that ride. It is as good as everyone says, and it is definitely better than every coaster in the park by a pretty significant margin. Maybe, nah, it's better than Vienna looping. Vienna looping's fun, but you know, it's just like a coaster. I've not been to any of the other parks in Austria. Like, there's Phantasiana, which I would have probably already gone to anyway already if they had Wild Train, but they don't have Wild Train, so I don't care. And then there's like some random like family parks that I don't really care about. All right, what are we naming this? That boomerang felt unsafe in the best way possible. Accurate. And also compared to some of the other like values in the park, it's not a bad value. Because damn, that is an expensive park. It is a terrible park to have. Oh, a 6-seater's nice. It's a terrible park to have as a home park. Honestly, it's fun to just like walk around and have a beer though, honestly. Which I've done on a couple nights where I just like have nothing better to do. I'll just like wander around with a beer. Speaking of beer, ein Moment. Okay, there's more beer left in there than I thought. BRB in 30 seconds. This is... We could name it Thunderbolt. We could name it Thunderbolt. I just hope it could finish the circuit. Okay, it's actually finishing the circuit without issues. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Damn, that's a good airtime hill. I don't know. I think I'm pretty... Oh, God. We'll call it Krieg. I'm glad somebody watched the Six Flags New England roast. I thought it was funny. If you're curious, Krieg is the word for lightning in No, sorry. Krieg is war. Blitz is the name for lightning. So we'll name it Blitz. Blitzkrieg means lightning war. So I'll name it Blitz. I forget the word for thunder. What is it? I have no idea. Six Flags New England 6. Have you been... Oh, you're telling me New England Coasters as a home park of Six Flags New England? I would have never guessed. Have you been on Quantum Accelerator yet? I think it's so funny, just in case something happens to my computer. I think it's really funny that they just delayed it for so long, and now they're just kind of releasing it and pretending like it wasn't delayed for the entire year, and I stared at it last year. I was like, oh wow, I have so much money, and then I remember I cheated myself into more money. Anyways, Prost zusammen. Cheers, everyone. Oh, this puke. Disgusting. Hey, you. Look at this poor fellow. Yeah, that's right. Clean it up. You know what I want to do? I have a maze? Yeah. How do we do? Yeah. You know that Marcel Voss thing that, what? Did they change how the maze works? Okay. You know that Marcel Voss thing where they go through here and then they plunge into a void and they just die? We're going to do that. Okay. I see how it works, yeah. Alright, so they just plunge into this void and they disappear. So we're going to do that. And the fun thing is that they don't they don't tank your park rating. See, I think it's fun to have this going on during a work day. I don't know, we'll see. Overall, it seems like it hasn't been as popular as some of the other streams that I've done, which is fine, not a big deal. Oh, here we go. Nope. Joanne refuses. Ich will etwas Spannendes als Irrgartenwein. Okay, wait. We gotta see Frasier disappear. If Frasier can figure out how to leave. Come on, Frasier. You can do it. And... and he's gone. Bernard is dead. It's very stupid, but it's very funny. I should put Mr. Bones next to it. Do we have Mr. Bones? We do have Mr. Bones. There you go. Mr. Bones is telling you, hey. So the Maze of the Dead. It hat keinen Fußweg, der vom Ausgang wegführt. Which means that it doesn't have a footpath. Okay, this guy probably wants to die. He's like, oh, I'm so sick. I wish I could die. I wish it could all be over. Well, good news, Betty. Why does Betty fall so much slower? Is the weight of the puke, like, help you float? Alright, well, Betty's got... Wow. This just, like, churns through people. This is crazy. I've not actually done this before. Like, I know how to do it, obviously, and I know, like, it exists, but, kind of crazy. It just, like, destroys people. I'm a fan. Do I put Mr. Bones on the other side, too? I'll put Mr. Bones on the other side. Can I make it, like, the Dark Maze? Labyrinth? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we do the Siegelmauern. Oh, wow. This is new, too. Look at these fancy, like... God, every damn time. Open RCT 2, just like, the weight of the puke will be my next album title. It's a good one. Listen, physics changes when you're sick. We all know this. Wow, even with people on it, it still just crawls through those corkscrews. Now the people like in Mega Chars are... Oh, I'm only charging $2 for it. Do I hate making money? I'm definitely only charging $2 for Blitz. And I forgot to put a photo section in there. It's almost like I'm not paying attention to the money. And it doesn't matter because I already cheated $30,000 in here. Look how much the peeps love this goddamn log flume. Every single one of these is packed. This one's backwards for some reason. This one's also backwards, but these are forwards. Some of them are backwards and some of them are forwards, which is fun. That's how I did it. The trigger for whether or not the flippy boy here works is based on the weight. No, based on the speed that you go through it. So if you go through it quickly, it just passes through and doesn't do the reverser. But if you get like a light car that doesn't clear it, then it just it does the flip. But we haven't gotten a single one yet. Probably because these are all packed. You probably need like an empty log. The weight of the puke is a good one. I'm gonna name something the weight of the puke. We'll name the SLC the weight of the puke. Whoop. Whoop. And I'll make it puke green rails. Hellgreen. It's hell green. Like, oh god, it looks like a shitty Tatsu. I hate it. Oh. Oh. God, it's miserable. But it does look like puke, so I'd say that's a success. Very nice. Very nice. Got the people I'm running out of room. Well, actually, I have a ton of room back here. We'll do an LSM. Words cannot convey how excited I am about Helix. Just putting that out into the world. I cannot wait for Helix. Oh, I have a great idea for this. Great idea. It's gonna launch through the wall. Yeah, that's gotta be sick. Wait, can I do that? Like, will it work? We'll find out. Zutsantrib. Word of the day. Hello, Marty. Is this even a better time for you to watch a stream? I don't even know. Oh, no, the footpath's in the way. But if I go a little further down, this should work. Come on. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Love that. Nulgirel. And then the cross on Nulgirel. Nice. I've gotten good at pronouncing German, but not understanding it, which is not get you very far. In fact, it's kind of worse because people respond to me in German, and then I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. Let's see. I want a nice dangle on this. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. That's beautiful. I don't think it's going to make that. We do a medium half loop. I also need to do a medium half loop so we can clear the... Is this cliche modern coaster design enough yet? I've added a 0G roll and an Immelman. No, it's 7:30 a.m. I can't stay long. That is fair. Listen, we all just we're all figuring out time in the world. So far, so good. Austria's great, and I have some fun trips coming up. So I will definitely get to that before you go. I do have a whole PowerPoint prepared of new trips that I have coming up that I will... I wonder, is the Vital spot? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Look at that new feature. Yeah, but modern coasters don't believe in positive G's, but I guess I'm going to let it slide because I believe in positive G's. Okay, so this will go into the second launch. You do a 0G down, and then we'll just put on the afterburners after the fart photo. We'll go like 67. As drawn out on Immelman as possible. The one thing that I will say that Roller Coaster Tycoon still doesn't have is you you can't do stalls yet, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, I'd be all over that. Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing. I'm going into the mountain. I'm going up. We do a swing launch. I feel like I gotta do a swing launch. Only another Europe trip taking the wife and kids. Ah, man. Well, if you're ever in Europe again, LMK. Nah, swing launch won't work. It's too... yeah. Swing launch is not gonna work. AKA, I'm too lazy to figure out what I need to change to make it happen. Now we'll go up. I want it to, like, crawl over at, like, 3 miles an hour. That's the goal here. Or you know what? You know what? We'll go up and over, and then I'm putting a trim brake on the top. Wait, that won't work. That won't work, because, I thought they made... Yeah. Oh, okay. I could have sworn that they made it so that you could add brakes on slope pieces, but Legoland, Schwaben, and Plopsa. Okay, wait, because you guys have been to Europe, I want to ask your advice. So, if I'm going to Europa, say very soon, like very, very soon, like, you know, tomorrow, I have 2 days, and I'm coming from Stuttgart, and I have a rental car. So I could either just go straight to Europa, or I could stop at Holiday Park, which is sort of, kind of, along the way, and just go ride G-Force, literally, like, nothing else, ride G-Force 5 times and then leave. And then, like, I don't know, get a fast pass, maybe, for Europa Park, but, like, I was thinking, I have all Sunday to do it, too. I don't know. I feel like I might get a little bored of Europa if I do just, like, 2 straight days of it, but also at the same time, like, I know it's, like, a huge park, so... too far. But I will take advice for Europa. I'm just excited to experience it. Obviously, it's probably the most hyped park on the planet for, like, Americans. And I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I don't know if it's going to be the best. No, yeah. I don't think Holiday Park's a good place. I think I would just go there just for G-Force and stop and leave. Which is why I'm like, it's kind of worth just going for like 2-3 hours, because I don't really want to do anything else until that extreme spinner's up. And that might be a little while, so. I do forget that I could probably use a mid-course here. I have Trips Drill seems amazing, and I was initially like, oh, maybe I'll stop and do Trips Drill. I'm gonna need more time for that. That was my opinion on it. I'm like, ugh, it's too good of a park to just kind of throw a few hours at. I want to devote more time to it. So, like, next time I'm back in the area, I will come back to Trips Drill, definitely. I'm going to do something that will make... Okay, never mind, because it's too low. All the modern coaster manufacturers will quake in their boots, because I'm going to make a vertical loop. A very hang-timey vertical loop, too, probably. I've kind of built myself into a corner here, because I'm kind of running out of space. I do a 0G roll over the entrance, but turbine is in the way. Yeah, it's fine. What if I do very drawn out regular 0G roll? Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, since it's get in, do G-force, and get out. It's a perfect park if you have a few hours to spare. I agree. I'm glad you agree. Because I'm just going to drive 200 kilometers per hour on my rental car on the Autobahn and solve my problem of time. The only annoying thing is that Europa closes at least after 6, and it really annoys me that they have that sort of thing on the site where it's like, I don't know how long it's actually going to be open. Oh, look at that. Right through the SLC. I'm so good at this. Okay, at some point I should probably get back towards the station, because I'm running out of things to do with this coaster. Can I get it through? Can I squeeze it through here? I don't think so. No. That's okay. So, yeah, Wodan blew me away again. Still think it's the best ride in Europa. Have you ridden, let me put this up, like, wait, damn it. I lost the chat. Okay, wait, we're back. Have you been on Voltron yet? Yeah, well, my hope is that it's a Saturday, and it won't be, like, super crowded, but it won't be dead, and hopefully they'll extend the hours to, like, 7 or 8 or whatever. That's all I can really do is just pray. But regardless, I have 2 days, and I think on Sunday I'm going to get the Fast Pass just so I can experience as much of it as possible. But I don't know, I was thinking about, like, initially, like, I'm kind of close, maybe I'll get a season pass, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'd rather get, like, I'm going to get a season pass for Energielandia, which is also closer. Oh, nice. We're just gonna move this little boy. But yeah, like, I'm gonna get a season pass for Energielandia, which is 4 hours away from me by car and like a 45-minute very cheap flight. So I'll probably be doing that more than Europa. That's another park I'll be hitting up soon. Once I finish this coaster, I'll go through my little PowerPoint, because it's elite if you get a non-shitty train. Okay, well, I'm hoping to get multiple laps, so I guess we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, damn. That would be perfect if I just made this. Cool. There should be more brake runs, but I don't care. Did you fly to Krakow from Vienna? Did you drive? My problem now is that I'm not eligible for an to rent Austrian rental cars. So there's literally a rental car out in front of my building, which would be very convenient to rent for obvious reasons. But I'm not allowed to rent those with an American license because the EU does not consider the American license valid, which is really funny and probably accurate. But as a result, I need to take the Austrian driver's test, including both the written and the practical portion, to get my Austrian driver's license, so I can rent a car. Otherwise, I have to go all the way to the airport to rent a car, which is like 45 minutes away, and it's not the biggest deal in the world, but like obviously it's easier if I could just rent a car right outside of my door. Look at that. Look at that beautiful hang time. Yeah, Energielandia is just gonna be like clone, 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 clone. Oh, nice. Good pacing, good pacing. Let's see if it holds in the second half. Should be very hang timey. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This should be hang timey too. All right, not bad, not bad. Little interaction with the SLC, yeah. How long is this thing? Is this like a mile? Is this at least a mile? I am going to Energielandia with with some of the Buzz Bar peeps. Ooh, 848, 841. We have 4,500 feet. I thought it was longer than it actually is. Yeah, I'm gonna go with some of the Buzz Bars people, so that should be a riot and a half. And I am also going to Finland with Uncle Nate. And oh god. Sorry, I'm blanking on the other guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm going with back row Byron and damn. Other guy. Rent a car I left Europe at close, short through the night, 2-hour power nap at Airbnb at Energilandia Gates. That is a long drive. At least you can like go 200 kph the whole way. You know, I like LSM Achterbahn. That's a good enough title. Okay. How much did you pay for the fart photo? $350? Cool. $350. All right. We're going to speichern my Spiel, and we are going to come back to this game, but first we are going to just take an accounting of the time. Okay. First, we're going to go transition to PowerPoint. Oh, yeah, I made a PowerPoint. Oh, no. Okay. I'm just going to make sure this is going to work. Can this be seen? Okay, that's fair. If you live in Wyoming, then... Can you see me? Can I be seen? Am I seen? So if you're curious, I took this selfie out of my window, out of my balcony, which I'm just going to show now because I'm here. So, here's my view of the beautiful city of Vienna. It probably doesn't translate very well. Can you even see it? Wait, I can do better. If you look to the right, I'm trying my best to get the view of Prater. Could you see Prater? If you couldn't see Prater, I'm sorry. It's kind of hard. But I can see Prater from my window. I do have a gorgeous view of the city. That is indeed Europe. All right, we see some lights. You know what? That's something. That is something. All right. Anyways. Okay. So, folks, welcome to my Euro trip hype PowerPoint, where I talk about my upcoming Euro trips because there are a lot, and I'm very excited about a number of the parks that are coming up. So, you can probably figure out my apartment location, but good luck finding the room number because it's considerably, it's very large. So, back in the day when I first made my video about how I'm going to move to Austria and all that, I made this list map here prioritizing which parks in Europe I want to visit and kind of snacking them into different priority levels, from the top level of like, I need to go to this park before I leave Europe, versus the bottom level, like, oh yeah, I guess, you know, if I'm there, then I'll go. So this is kind of the map, how it started out. And by the end of 2 months from now, I will have gotten all of these parks, which is pretty exciting. Obviously, I've done Prater already, and I've done like Park Asterix and a bunch of the parks in England already last year. We're just going to ignore that for now, but I'm going to hit up Finland, going to hit up Liseberg. Oh, I realize now that I accidentally crossed out Fraup Summerland instead of Liseberg. Just pretend that's this Liseberg. You can hit Legendia, Energilandia, Europa Park, Holiday Park, which is definitely here, and I crossed out the wrong... I don't know. It's a confusing map, but lots of parks. In the next 2 months, I will be going to Europa Park, to Plopsaland Deutschland, Holiday Park, assuming I follow through with that and just go to Ride Expedition D-Force, which, like, I think is a good idea. Linnanmäki. I don't know how the Finnish language uses the A. I'm just going to assume that it's the same as the German because who knows. Serkaniemi, for the numbers are the amount of credits that you could possibly get. Power Park with 7, Liseberg with 7, Legendia with 2. I thought they had more, but it's literally just Let Coaster and that Soquet Looper, which is pretty funny. Energilandia with the polar opposite 19, and Phantasialand with 7. In total, this is 69 credits. which is really funny. But, you know, I'm assuming things are going to be closed and we're not going to get all the kiddie coasters, whatever. So with a conservative estimate, I will be at 50 new credits, and that will bring me to 300. So I haven't done the calculation yet. 300 will probably happen sometime in Finland, but we will see. We will see. So as a result, I just looked through the list of all the coasters that were available, and I'm like, oh damn, there's some really good ones. So I figured I'd do quick top 20 countdown, because that's good content, right? Yeah. Number 20, Valkyria at Liseberg. I hear this is a really good B&M dive. And also, like, for the people who have been here, feel free to chime in with your opinions, because I'm sure you'll have opinions, and I'm curious if there's anything that I missed or anything like that. But Valkyria, I hear, is a pretty good B&M dive. You know, it's a B&M dive. I'm not going to go crazy over it, but, you know, I'm excited to ride it. It'd be cool. We got Blue Fire at Europa Park. I have not been on a Blue Fire clone yet. I mean, there aren't any in the US, right? So I guess it makes sense. I know there's like 15 of them all over the world, but I still am excited to ride it. I think it'd be pretty cool. I'm excited for that final inline twist. Maybe a actually punchy mock launch. Good stuff. I think it'll be good. I know people aren't crazy about it, but ooh. So I'm going to beat Marty to these parks. Wow. That makes me feel superior. Number 8, Lisebergsbanen. This ride looks amazing. I know it's like an old Schwarzkopf that just kind of goes up and down the mountain, but like it's really long and the layout looks awesome. It looks like it pulls some pretty solid positive Gs. And I'm just like, I'm really hyped for it because it's the type of ride that I love. Okay, Blue Fire is good and underrated. I love to hear that. Great news. Number 17, Pit Special at Power Park. I feel like this is one of these rides that I'm going to ride and I'm going to be like, wow, I seriously underrated this, because I feel like Power Park has those two Gerstlauers like right next to each other, like Pit Special and Junker, which, spoiler alert, is later on in this video. I mean, they don't get a lot of hype. They're just kind of generic Gerstlauers, but I bet they're really, really good. So I guess I'll see. Then we got Black Mamba at 16. I know this is really low. It's only because there are so many other great coasters in front of it. I'm really excited for Black Mamba. I love a B&M invert. It's just like, you know, there's 15 coasters on this list that I'm more excited to ride, which is pretty crazy to say, because I do love a B&M invert, and I'm just so excited for Phantasialand in general. I think it's going to be awesome. Then, this is probably a bit of a hot take, but Tornado at Cercaniemi, one of the Intamin inverts. I have not been on an Intamin invert, like, besides Volcano. Obviously, there are none of them in America. We have the shuttles, but, you know, continuous circuit Intamin. This one has, like, the weird, like, it's got a loop, it's got that inline twist thing at the end. I just think it's, like, really interesting and novel. I'm just excited to experience, like, an Intamin invert with a normal layout. Even it's probably not as good as Black Mamba, and it's probably not as good as the coasters that are like below this, but I'm just excited for like the novelty of it. I think it'll be cool. So yeah. Then there's Abyssus at Energielandia, and you know, having this at 14 is just to show like how good some of the coasters are on this list. I mean, you see one of them in the background. I'm referring to the SLC, of course, but Abyssus will be great. I've only heard good things about it. You know, Energielandia in general is going to be awesome. If I love it enough, I'll probably be there like all the goddamn time because it's so cheap to get there. Silver Star at Europa Park. I've heard very good things about this ride, but it's a B&M hyper. You know, I've been on a bunch of B&M hypers. They're B&M hypers. Like, I'm more excited for Shambhala, which I will try to get during the summer or the fall. But I mean, Silver Star, I'm still excited for. I hope it runs as well as people say it does in the back half, at least. So, yeah. Ooh. My wife is learning German. Mad respect. Mad respect. Okay, if Abyssus is underrated, that's good to hear. German's a really hard language, and I hate it. Obviously, I'm trying my best to learn it because I am living in a country where everyone speaks German, and sometimes it's really hard and difficult to get around without speaking German, but, you know, that's the price you pay for moving to Austria. Okay, if Silver Star is super underrated, That's good. There's so many good coasters on this list. Like I'm excited. Like Yunka at Power Park. I I hear this is very good. That's why it's this high. I'm not usually a big Gerstlauer guy, but I hear it's like an amazing ride. So I'm just gonna roll with that opinion. We'll see where I land. Then there's Taron. Taron at number 11. I know people have constantly changing opinions about Taron. I'll see for myself soon enough. So, yeah, I mean, it's Taron. We all know what it's like. Then there's Vodan at number 10. I'm not a GCI guy, but everyone I've talked to about Vodan has said that, like, Vodan's really good. So, we'll see. Maybe it'll change my opinion about GCIs. Overall, I think that they're kind of forceless and they don't have the airtime that I'm looking for, but if anything's going to change my mind, it's this one. So I'm excited. Taron at 11. Listen. There's so many good coasters in this top 10. You'll see. Number 9, there's Balder at Liseberg. This will be my second prefab. I've only been on El Toro, which I've been on a million times in my life, and I'm very excited to experience what it's going to be like to ride another one. I know Balder is a very weird and different layout, but I mean, I'm excited for it. It'll be cool. I hope that. I hear the airtime is incredible, so I'm ready for it. Number 8 is Lech Coaster at Legendia. I hear amazing things about this one too. I mean, incredibly intense positive G's. That's basically the name of the game. That roll going through the station looks nuts. So I'm excited for Lech Coaster, and I love me some positive G's. So it definitely seems like a ride that's up my alley. There's just like 7 more incredible coasters before it. Like damn, there's so many good coasters. Number 7 is Helix. And I feel really bad ranking Helix this low because I'm extremely excited for Helix. I know the launches are kind of meh, but the layout looks nuts. I love terrain coasters. It just feels like it goes on endlessly. I can't wait for Helix. Like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Then there's Hyperion at Energylandia. Yeah, Lech is definitely my kind of coaster. That I agree with. Hyperion, I also hope is my kind of coaster. I feel like I'm going to be a little disappointed by it, but also like it's an Intamin hyper, and that's my jam, bro. That's my jam. I really hope that I like it. I know there's apparently some dead spots or whatever, but that's why I put it under Zadra. I mean, Zadra is going to be amazing. I know that everything in the top 5 is incredible, and the fact that it's like Zadra at number 5 is just crazy. That doesn't necessarily mean that I think Zadra isn't better than some of the coasters higher on this list, but I feel like it's going to feel more, I guess, less unique, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like it's going to feel like an RMC hyper, which is amazing. But, like, back row, middle seat, so it doesn't rip you apart. Okay. Really? It rips you apart? Damn. That's a shame. But, oh well. Number 4, Taiga. People go crazy about this ride, and I don't know how much I see it, really. Like, it looks good. Like, yeah, Zadra is great, but doesn't do well in the cold. I mean, if Zadra, like, if Zadra sucks, I can just come back at another time and ride it again. So I'm gonna get the season pass, and we have 2 days there, I think. So it'll be good. Yeah, I don't know. Taiga looks kind of generic to me, but I keep constantly hearing about how incredible it is. So I guess I will trust the opinions of the populace here and rank Taiga quite highly. If it ends up being a disappointment, then it's a disappointment. But, like, I think it'll be really good. It's an Intamin multi-launch. Like, come on. What more could you want? Number 3 is Voltron. I mean, it's Voltron. Voltron seems great. That's really it. I can't really add much here. Everyone has talked about how incredible Voltron is. I know that some of the coaster trains have a horrible rattle, so hopefully my first ride doesn't have a horrible rattle, but I'm going to aim to get enough rides on it that that won't influence my opinion too much, but yeah, I'm very excited for it. The number 2, I know it's probably too high, but like, come on. I've been waiting for this for like 20 years, and I know a lot of other people have been waiting for Expedition GeForce forever. Like, this is the sort of ride that you used to see on those like VHS tapes and DVDs talking about the world's best roller coaster. So I'm primed for it. I'm primed for it. I don't know if it's really going to be this good, but it is also my kind of ride. Like, that first drop looks nuts. The airtime looks great. If the overbanks have any decent positive G's, I think I'm gonna come back just loving it. So we'll see what happens, but I really hope that it's good. No, I've not been on Conda, but that'll be in a future trip. I looked at, is that Wallaby Holland or Wallaby Belgium? I think it's Belgium, right? I looked at a Belgium trip and I was picking between Phantasialand and Belgium, but I eventually decided on Phantasialand just because Cologne seems like more fun of a city to go to. And I'm also going to go to the Nürburgring and rent a car at the Nürburgring and drive around the Nürburgring, which has been a life dream of mine. Obviously, that's not coaster related, but I decided that plus Phantasialand was more exciting to me than the Belgian parks. But I'll be back. I'll be back to Belgium sometime in the future. So if that's number 2, you probably know what number 1 is going to be. But if you don't, it's Fly. And I know this probably isn't the best coaster on the list by like a wide margin, but it is easily the coaster I'm the most interested in. It's like, it looks so cool. It looks so fascinating. I love the Vekoma Flying Dutchman. I'm fascinated to see like what the modern take is. The launches are crazy. The way that it weaves through Rookburg is just like incredible. I'm so excited for it. It just looks like nothing else. Like, there's nothing else out there right now that's like Fly, which is a shame. I wish we saw more of these like Vekoma Flyers, but it's such a unique experience that I think, like, you know, even though maybe Zadra's probably like a better ride just based on the merits, like the experience of Fly will sit with me more to the point that I'll like Fly more than the other coasters before it. But I don't know. We'll have to see, and the only way to see is for me to experience it. And the nice thing is that I get to experience it in the next 2 months. It's great. You know, all these incredible European parks so close to me. You know, all these flights that I'm taking are like an hour 15, maybe an hour and a half at the most away. And it's a blessing to be here, and I'm excited to experience all these European credits. And I hope that people are interested in these European escapades, because I'm sure I'm gonna make videos and stuff about it. I'm already salivating at the prospect of the Europa Park Coaster Roast, so that'll be a fun time. But yeah, so that's my top 20. And then I guess that's the end of the that's the end of the slideshow. Yeah, I'm excited. There's a lot of good coasters on this list. I don't know what's going to break my top 25. I feel like probably 5 of them at least. I think basically these top 5 rides, maybe 6 rides I could see in my top 25. Maybe Helix, if Helix like really impresses me. But we'll see. Like, it's definitely going to shake things up, and my credit count's going to jump like a huge amount. And I'm starting to become that guy with like a high credit count. You know? Which, hey, pretty cool. I'm not going to complain about that, but I'm lucky to be able to experience all of these new coasters. So yeah, I don't think that there's anything. There's like some GCI in Finland that I didn't put on the list. That'd be like number 26. But like, yeah, it's Vodan's there. Vodan's gonna beat the crap out of it, I'm sure. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, there's a lot more parks that I still want to see. Obviously, like the big ones being. Go back to the list. The big ones that I still want to hit up being Portaventura, which is a big one. I really want to go to Portaventura. I want to go to Efteling. I know Efteling doesn't have like the ride lineup compared to some of the other parks, but like I've just heard so many incredible things about Efteling that, okay, I'm convinced. Wallaby Belgium, yeah. Parque Asterix again, even though I've been. Parque Warner Madrid, and I guess Parque de Atracciones de Madrid, because it's right there. Plopsaland Japan, that's a big one, obviously. That was another draw. If I did that Belgium trip, I would have gone to Plopsaland and ridden Ride to Happiness. But I'm like, it's like, is there anything else in that park that I'm really interested in? You know, I don't feel like it's not worth planning. Like, if I do like a coaster trip through Belgium, okay, but like I don't want that to be the anchor of my trip because there's just like that and that's it. Efteling top 3 park in the world. Okay. Everyone I've heard just amazing things about Efteling, which is I just gotta trust the opinions there, and I'm definitely gonna get there. Another huge park. You do it in a day and may feel rushed. You may not hit everything. Yeah. I'm thinking that might be a place I hit in fall if they do something cool in fall. I do get 5 weeks of vacation here because Europe, which is great. And there's a bunch of holidays too, obviously. And they're also more flexible with like remote work and everything. So conceivably, I could just like fly out and work remote on like a Friday or whatever, and then like go to a park on a Saturday. Which is it's nice. The European working conditions are quite nice compared to America. So I'm gonna definitely take advantage. Oh yeah, I think I would like Anubis too. There's also Hansa Park. Is that the one with Schwerdeskarnen? Because that looks crazy. So there's a lot of good parks in Europe. What can I say? Like all these Finnish parks that are like off the map here. They're too far north. There's so much good stuff. What can I say? Emerald Park too. I guess I gotta go to Ireland like independently. Hashtag blessed. Blessed to have Ryanair. Blessed to have blessed to have the proximity to all these great parks. And yeah, I'm excited. So we'll hop back into the RCT. I'm probably gonna go for a little bit longer. I do have a hard out at 11. We'll probably end in like 15, 20 minutes, I'd say. I'll make like one more coaster. We're doing well. We're doing well here. We spent 5 days in the Austrian mountains on our recent trip, probably our favorite country. It's pretty nice. I have a work retreat coming up. I'm gonna say I'm very lucky that my work colleagues are great and my boss is great, and I get along with them well. I think if I didn't get along with them, I would be having a much more miserable time. As you can imagine, it's a little lonely coming to a foreign country by yourself, but like thankfully my colleagues and coworkers have been, very social and very kind and, keeping me involved, all that stuff. But anyways, that's a semi sidebar. I am yeah, that's fair. Go to work. It won't hold you. But we're going on a work retreat and it's going to be like in this place in the Austrian mountains that my boss like knows the owners of, and so like they're friends and they just have this like kind of Airbnb sort of getaway in the middle of the hills of Austria, and it sounds incredible. We're gonna like go on big hikes and bike trips and big barbecues and all that fun stuff. So yeah, pretty great country. Thank you. I will do my best to enjoy. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. Yeah, it's just like I fly in like early Saturday. I leave late Sunday, so it'll be a very quick trip. But you can afford to do that quick trip because Europa Park is like an hour flight away. So plus an hour and a half drive. But also it's a damn. I'm like out of room. Oh, I can build out front. There we go. Yeah, that's a good park entrance there. An RMC. Love it. Time to do some vegetation. Yeah, time to do some stupid RMC pre-lift stuff. My fave, as we all know. You know, you want to do... Isn't it like this? And then, yeah, that's how we do that. Stupid. Yeah. Ridiculous overbank. Love it. I do the half spiral. We have enough? No, we don't have enough momentum to. We can do this. And I do like. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now I'm gonna do a very slow 0G roll, which might not make it, honestly. I should start running the testing. All right. Oh, that's perfect. Look at this beautiful hill. Oh, man. Does not make it. So I guess I'll do a standard inline twist, not inline twist, a heartline roll. You might be the last one left. I'm gonna make this RMC and then I'm gonna call it. So enjoy the final moments. All right, I think that's tall enough. We've hit hyper hybrid, and I think I'm going for the wildfire Kilmarden strat, cause I don't have enough room. Do a Vieto spiral. Okay, 200 feet. Let's do it. Can I make it? Actually, it should be like down, shouldn't it? It's not gonna make it. Okay, it'll be just barely not a hyper, cause whatever. It'll be the Alpengeist of RMCs. The lack of people on the stream has made my life easier, though, because if there's gonna be a bunch of people, I was worried about somebody coming to following me into Europa Park or whatever. I think I'm good, though. Ooh, wow. That's a tight turnaround. That might be too much. It might be too fast. We'll see. Is that very RMC, though? I feel like it's not very RMC. I feel like we do, like, something like this. Yeah, that's more in the spirit of Rocky Mountain construction. And then we do, like, an annoying... Yeah, we do an annoying overbank. Nah. We just go down here, yeah? Don't they have the... No? Okay. Guess not. Okay, now it's time for crazy airtime hills. I guess that that Eargarten is still killing people, yeah? Where'd it go? I can't even see it. Oh, it's right here. And this giant crowd of people. Oh, we got a sicken. We got a sick poor Ivan. Poor Ivan's about to plunge to his death. And he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. If he could find the exit. Oh, there we go. Whoop! Uh-oh. It's so funny how slow they fall when they're, like, sick. It makes no sense. And he's gone. That's a lot of fun, I won't lie. Oh, where's the RMC? There's the RMC. Do like a 0G roll here. Do I get through? Yeah, I get through. And if I could get under, that would be sick. It's too deep. Damn. Yeah, for future reference, I think that I'm gonna run streams later, which is not a big deal. It's an experiment to see if this this time slot would do well, and it did not do very well. But I'm not too mad about it. You're sick, your air resistance increases because something sick. You know, it sounds correct to me, and I'm a doctor, so it must be true. Alan Schilke would never. Way too many positive G's. Oh wow, am I lined up like perfectly with the brake run? With the station? Nice. Not that that matters at all, because I'm gonna keep going, obviously. Right now, it's a 10:25 in the grand old country of Austria. Which is getting a little late. Honestly, I thought, like, when I got here, I was gonna, like, stay up late to kind of try and keep closer to America time, but I haven't been doing that. But I do have a call with some of my college friends at 11, so that's why I figured it'd be a good day to do this, because I have to be up late anyway. Yeah, look at that annoying-ass overbank. It's beautiful. What is that, 95? Okay. It's not going to go very long, though, because I'm running a layout. I have noticed that the RMCs in this game lose momentum a lot more quickly. It's probably more realistic, honestly. But, like, they just, like, the momentum dies so much more quickly than other coasters. Interesting thing. Interesting little tidbit. Oh, this is a great chance to use the brand new quarter helix. Let's call it a quarter spiral because the Deutsch is getting to me. Then I always outlaw run the ending. It's cliche, but it's also like a good ending. So gotta line it up correctly. Maybe I do this. Yeah, that's how we do it. And then I gotta get to 30 from 20, so outlaw run it is. I think I'm lined up. Or am I one off? Yeah, I'm one off. That's fine. I'll just do the Twisted Timbers thing. Or I'll just do this. I'll just... Yeah, perfect. It's beautiful. She's a beaut. And now we make it function. This is unfortunately a pro mid-course channel. I appreciate the gains to capacity that a good mid-course brake run provides. Let's let her rip. Let's see. We got 4 trains. Too much. Soufil. All right. We got our hybrid. We have our ridiculously long RMC pre-lift. As Joe Draves intended. I gotta say, they did a pretty good job with the RMC lift hill sounds. Like, it sounds accurately annoying. I'll never forgive myself for this 190-foot drop. But this drop would rule. That would rule. This hill would rule. This 0G roll would probably snap your neck. Jesus. This is faster than I thought. Okay, that's got some crazy pacing. Wow. That might, like, violate the lateral G penalty. Outlaw run. And into the brakes. Nice and smooth. All right, let's see what we get. It might violate some stat penalties. That 0G roll, especially, like, look how fast it goes through that. Jesus. Yes, it does. It very much does. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll see if anyone rides it first before I make any changes. We'll start with that. We'll give him that. If anyone is brave / stupid enough to ride this, to get their necks snapped on the 0G roll, we'll give them a try. Is anyone gonna go for the bait? Nope. Oh, that guy just can't afford it. Okay. We have surprise, scared, doesn't want to spend money. What if I make it free? If I make it free, do people ride it? Nope. Nope. I don't think we're getting anyone. I am going to follow this to determine, just lock in that that's the lateral G problem. I'm almost 100% sure that is. But we'll give it a shot. We'll take a look. No lateral... Oh, because it's following train 1. I see. That's annoying. So far, 0 people have boarded the train, which is unfortunate. Okay, okay. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Yeah, good so far. Again, I think, yeah, okay. It is very much that 0G roll. Whoop! That's a real neck snapper, eh? The airtime is crazy, but not like deadly crazy, so. How do I deal with that then? Damn. That would have ruled if it didn't destroy people's necks. You know, I guess you can't always get what you want. That's still gonna be way too fast. Alright, we go for boring generic S-Hill. What that does, line us up. Well, it lines us up well for this guy. If I do the low Fietospirale. Look at that! It's like you never even noticed. Like you never even noticed. These hills would probably still have like 2 negative Gs or whatever, which would rule. I still think it's going to be way too fast through here, but... Oh my god. It's too much. That's so much. I need to like... I mean, this is a video game. I don't really need to pander to any sort of realism, but I'm just like, oh my god. This gonna snap the necks of everyone involved. Nah. They do like a double up, yeah? Like have this go up too. And that looks great. No notes on that. Okay, if we make this 95, and I have this, no. It's like solving a puzzle. How do we build this coaster to not snap everyone's necks? I guess maybe add another element. Or we do that, we make a more dramatic curve. It could go somewhere. No, it won't. That goes too far. Yep. Hey, that's not elegant, but it does the job, does it not? Let me see if I could do better, though. If I do like a... Man, okay. I'll do some stupid trick track here to make it more... Make it look less like I made a mistake and needed to correct it. Yeah, see that? I just like drag it down the whole way. Yeah. Okay. That should not kill people. Again, not that it actually matters, but we've not had enough. Did it break down? How did it break down? It's testing. Also, is it even going to finish the circuit? Barely. Jesus. Whoop. 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 The second half is very simple but very effective, though. I'm happy with how the second half turned out. Okay. So I'm going to name this... I'm naming it the S, the German S set, my new favorite letter. Hey, mechanic, can you repair this ride that we just built? I don't even have the stats yet. Come on, mechanic. Do your best. What do we got? Ooh, very good stats. 972, 926. 6,214 feet. Nice. The problem is, it's going through here so slowly, it might not even clear the block. You gonna clear the block? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Beat him, beat him, beat him. Yeah! That's great. That's great. Alright, this should attract people like crazy now, especially because I made it free. So let's see the people pour in. Here they come. Look at them go. I want to get a big crowd. I want to get some lines going. Unfortunately, this ride has really good capacity, I'm sure, so... Unlike most RMCs. That's how you know it's a video game, because the RMC is good capacity. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to follow this in the back row. So we're going to pick Aisha, very German name. And we're going to follow the back row, and that'll be our swan song for today's stream. I want to thank you, the people who showed up for the stream. In the future, I will run later streams, I guess. I understand this is very early for people in America, which is a large part of my base, which I understand because I'm an American. So yeah, either streams in the future, they're either going to be later, and I'm just going to sacrifice nights, or I'm going to do them on like Sundays or whatever when I don't have anything to do. The problem is I want to do things on Sundays, and you know, I'm in Vienna. And like, I could sit in here and play Roller Coaster Tycoon, or I can go out and explore the beautiful city of Vienna. Look how much faster it goes through the block breaks, wow. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. I'm going to Europa. Oh, you're back. I'm doing my spiel about leaving right now. But yeah, I'm gonna be in Europa Park. Since there are only like 4 people here, gonna be in Europa Park on Saturday and Sunday, as well as a stop at Expedition GeForce. Then in May, I'm going to be going on a week-and-a-half-long coaster trip to Finland, to Liseberg, and to Poland. Hit up a lot of cool parks. And then in early June, it's going to be Phantasialand. A lot of exciting stuff coming up. I hope that you all will be interested, and I guess I'll vlog it. People are into that. I don't know. Sometimes my vlogs do absolutely terribly, and sometimes they do really well, and I just don't understand what the association is. But I'll at least vlog Europa, and we'll see how that does, because I have 2 days there, and I feel like there's going to be decent crowds, so I'll just vlog, because I don't want to wait on lines forever. Look at that guy. You know what? I said we were going to end on this, but I lied. We're going to end on the Death Maze. Where's the Death Maze? There it is. This is the favorite ride of... It's a popularity of 36%. I wonder why. It's not very popular. Come on. Trying to catch one of the peeps. Purple shirt. Nope. Ow. Ow. Oh, this is a much better angle. Okay. We're gonna watch one person perish. Oh, he's scared of but Lily is scared of Mr. Bones. Lily is very afraid of Mr. Bones. Now, can Lily find the exit? She has. And there she goes. Plunging to her doom. And she's gone. Oh, wait, whoa, something weird's happened. Okay. She's gone. Look at this beautiful creation. Thank you all for supporting the channel. I know it sounds cliche. I feel like the algo has not been very kind to me lately, but maybe that's just me ranting like an old man. But there's fun stuff coming down the pipeline. Like I said, a lot of cool coaster trips, so I hope you will enjoy that. You all have a good afternoon, I guess.